Today, I'm gonna work on these Lucky brand jeans that are too big for me in the waist and is too short in length. But that won't really matter since in this video, I'm gonna be making these into shorts. I've been wearing the same 2 pairs of athletic shorts for the past 2 years because they're comfortable and they're easy to wear. But I'll be honest, I'm getting a little bored of them, which means it's time for a change, and that change is gonna be jorts. Nice. But again, the length didn't matter because I trimmed it down to 23 inches, which falls below my knees. But as I'm writing this script, I'm kind of curious how jorts will look on me that are wide-legged but sit above my knees. I don't know why I'm having trouble picturing it in my head, but an experiment for another day. The next step was to make the pant legs wider by adding in flare panels to both sides. So I opened up the shorts at the outseams and took measurements of the pants to figure out the measurements of the flare panels. If y'all been watching my videos for a while, hopefully you guys know by now how to make and add flare panels to your pants. But if you guys don't, make sure to check out my tutorial video where I explain and show the process and you guys can follow along. Also, remember to watch where you're sewing because I accidentally sewed onto a rivet and now my needle is chalked. Now I didn't want the seams of the flares to fray over time, and there are multiple ways to prevent this, but I chose to hand sew them down to secure them and to add a visible design to the shorts. With the flares finished and the outseams closed, I opened up the inseam so that I'll have a big flat workspace to work on, and of course, access for my sewing machine. With a Sharpie, I drew in markings of where I want to distress the pants. I always find myself spending too much time on this part, and it's a habit I'm trying to break. So a little advice from me to you, and honestly from me to me, is to stop thinking too much and do more doing, you know, Nike. Alright, time for the first round of distressing. I only used a rotary tool for this part and started ripping holes into the fabric, making sure to scrape away any signs of the Sharpie. I repaired the holes I made by temporarily gluing pieces of denim to the back of the fabric and then darning stitched them to secure them in. I get comments of people asking if the glue messes up the sewing machine needle. It doesn't. By the time I started sewing, the glue was already dried up and I only applied little dots of glue around the repair. The next step is to add in patch repairs to fix the repairs that I repaired, and then distress those repairs that I made so that I could repair those distressings. And that there, my friends, is a cycle of distress repair. But I'm not done yet. I mean, you can be if you want to, but my little addiction to hand sewing kicked in while I was looking at the shorts. So I had to hand sew some stitches here and there on the front as well as the back, and now I'm done and I can close up the shorts by sewing back together the inseam. I originally planned to hem the bottoms, but how they look since they're fraying already and the length that they're at right now looks pretty solid, I decided to just leave them with an open hem, but I sewed along the edges to limit the fraying.